Hello everyone and welcome to your reading. We are going to look at the energies for October 9th through 15th, 2023. This is a collective reading because these energies will be impacting all of us. We do have some big changes taking place this week. Right before these energies begin, we have Venus moving into the sign of Virgo on the 8th of October, and this comes after a very long transit of being in the sign of Leo. All right, she was there and then she retrograde and then she had to move all the way back through Leo, and she has finally made her way to Virgo. So there's going to be a shifting in energy. All right, also on the 10th of October, Pluto is returning direct in the sign of Capricorn. On the 12th of October, Mars is shifting out of Libra into the deep waters of Scorpio. And then on the 14th, we have the Libra new moon, annular solar eclipse. Okay, and then from there, we're going to have another eclipse towards the end of October, which is a part of this, but this week is a big week of shifting energies, especially emotionally, as well as a lot of truth coming out, not just being expressed in the physical, but truths within the depths of our soul rising to the surface. And through these shifting energies, we still have Saturn, Neptune, Chiron, Jupiter, and Uranus in retrograde positions. Both Saturn and Neptune retrograde in the sign of Pisces. So where we've really been illusioning ourselves, we're really starting to see the truth of things, not just in our now day to day, but looking back on our past. This is a time of great spiritual growth, okay? It's been going, but this is kind of like an acceleration this week, and it leads us into the end of October when we have that lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, which is where we're going to really close some doors, have the mental, emotional, and spiritual strength to close doors that need to finally be shut and walk away, move forward. So this week, be prepared. There is truth that is unfolding, and you're going to find that your mind is changing and that you are shifting within. When Venus was in Leo, she wanted to have fun. She wanted to socialize. She wants to be flirty. She wants to follow her passions and things that excite her, and, experience abundance in every possible way. But now that she's moving into Virgo, she's becoming more serious and focused on the details of things that she may have overlooked through her long transit in Leo. And, Mars moving out of Libra into Scorpio, it's a similar energy where, friendliness, outgoing, connection, to becoming more reclusive, going into the depths of oneself and really searching oneself. So this week, expect that you're going to find yourself doing some soul searching. Your emotions may fluctuate a bit, okay? Because you're also releasing energies that no longer serve, and truths that we must see or we must understand are now starting to reveal themselves. So it could play out specifically this week, or this energy could be slower unfolding for you, where it begins now, this week, and the full cycle of it takes you into the end of October or into November. All right, so let's pull some tarot. Let's go deeper into these energies. It is a week of change. It is a week of truth. It is a week of healing. It is a week of release. We are all on different paths, experiencing different lessons, working with different energies, and where you are at is how this is truly going to impact you. And there's just many, many ways this can unfold and manifest. But it's a time of being more serious, being deep, being connected to the soul. Where you felt confused and stuck, unable to make a decision, you're going to be enlightened. right, so we have the Three of Cups, the King of Cups, the Empress, Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups, and King of Wands. Wow. You know, this is very interesting that all three courts, well, the Empress is a major arcana, but the other two, oh goodness, I just bent my card. The other two are court cards, okay? And you see they came out in the position, all of them with their backs turned instead of facing us. And see, this tells me this is a week of deep contemplation in the heart, in the soul, disconnecting your energy. The Empress is associated with Venus, right? And see, this is where Venus wants to become a bit more reclusive. I don't want to socialize. I don't want to be out and about. I want to go within. I want to explore. I want to contemplate. I want to understand. Okay, so this is a week of really pulling your energy back. And if you find that others seem a bit distant or preoccupied, don't take it personally. All right, all the things that need to be faced need to be dealt with. The shifting of astrology and the eclipse is, you know, shaking things up so that we do face what needs to be experienced and walked through at present. And, you know, here we have the Seven of Swords with the Ace of Cups. And so for some of you, there are some emotional wounds that are going to bubble to the surface. And it's time to understand the deeper underlying soul lesson that was attached to that experience so that you can heal and so that you can move on. And there is truth that's being revealed externally for some of you. And some of you, this is a truth that makes your heart very happy. And for others of you, this is a truth where, you know, energy hasn't been balanced, hasn't been in alignment, and it's time to see that, and it's time, you know, to explore the shadow and see what truths have been hidden in that space. Okay, and as this is a general reading, some of this truth is very happy and welcome, and some of it, you know, is, well, really, this is how it has to be. But your soul always knows, right? And this is where soul and consciousness finally communicate with each other, and the whole picture is complete for you. But with this Three of Cups coming through, no matter how this energy is experienced, there is happiness, there is joy that's coming your way. There's blessings about this week as well. But the message from Spirit truly is be prepared for anything. If you want major change and transformation, you have to be totally open, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, for all truths that must be revealed. You know, and Chiron is currently retrograde in Aries. This is a time of deep healing of old wounds, if we so choose. And you know, here the heart, here the soul, here the mind, the physical. It's a week of contemplation, understanding, and truth. Look at this, Taurus, I heal you. Scorpio, I transform you. First house, projected image. Aries rules the first house. Fifth house, passionate energy. Venus just exited that. And grand fire trine, new beginnings. Okay, and I love that because we have this Ace of Cups over here. But what's interesting is the full moon lunar eclipse that we're having at the end of October is during Scorpio season. Okay, so this here, what's transpiring this week, is just the beginning for what's to come through that lunar eclipse taking place later in the month of October. And then also in November, we have the 11/11 portal. And then we move into the end of the year. What needs to be released? What needs to be let go of? October is a very powerful time for you to face any and all truths, to make major changes that allow and facilitate transformation. Let go of the old, open yourself up to the new. And you know, King, Empress, this is about consciousness expanding into wisdom. And it's interesting that we have two kings and an empress, and then here's the Three of Cups. So, and then look at the Grand Fire Trine as a 3 again. Empress is card number 3. So there's a connection to 3 here. Mind, heart, and soul. 3 big changes. 3 big truths. And it is time to fully examine old wounds, because you know Scorpio does indicate shadow energy, and it's what is hiding in the shadow within you. The truth will reveal itself if you so choose, and you will have the power emotionally, spiritually, mentally, to heal it. And there's an ignition, a new interest, a new excitement, a new path, a new relationship. There is something new opening up for everybody. And also really, for those of you who have been on a more spiritually based path, doing the work, this begins a period of major transformation, of great expansion of all that you've been through, all that you've been learning, transforming into wisdom. And as you exit October and move into November, there's a sense of new maturity, new understanding about you. Wish your heart's desire is ready to come true. And see, that's that positive truth that we see coming forth. Celebrations. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. All that new energy, happiness, celebration through the Three of Cups. Birth. Universal energy brings you opportunities and possibilities. How perfect is that? Yes. Snake, your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. And see, that's that negative energy where some of you, it's like, you know the truth in your soul, but it's finally all coming to the surface. And that's for you to move on, to heal, to find greener pastures. And unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Wow. And look on the bottom, Phoenix, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. And see, I was saying that, like, be prepared, because this week is really the beginning of a lot of shifting energies. Venus as well as Mars, divine masculine, divine feminine, moving into new zodiac energies. We have the eclipse. Pluto is going direct, and Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. And that energy is very much about the phoenix rising from the ashes. And we have new beginnings here. We have new beginnings here. Talk about new beginning here. Okay. And then this is a time of, understanding and all of that. And this is about, things happening. So a lot of new energy, the phoenix rising from the ashes, which is very symbolic to the soul work everybody has been doing. And now coming to the other side of that, where the experience, the journey transforms into great strength, wisdom, vision, motivation, and healing. And the hands are really jumping out at me on these cards, like receiving a helping hand. Be prepared, because this is a time of transformation and rebirth. It's also this week a time to go within, be in your own energy as much as possible. A time of contemplation. Let your spirit speak to you. And as we move through October, the veil between our realm and the spirit realm becomes thinner. Lots of guidance and messages from your spirit guides, your passed on loved ones, your ancestors. Right. Secret trail, ascension. See that? That goes right in alignment with the phoenix rising from the ashes here. The flames, transformation, phoenix, flames, Scorpio energy, transformation. Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, currently in Capricorn, going direct. Cloak and dagger. See that deception through the Seven of Swords, through the snake. You're going to see the truth of, situations past, current situations where somebody is operating from a selfish standpoint or from the shadow energy. Things are going to become very clear to you, and you have all the energy you need mentally, emotionally, spiritually to overcome, to transform, to heal, to walk away, to understand the deeper underlying soul lesson. Cast a circle, raising vibrations. So things are going to start lifting off for you. And deep being, self-love, and acceptance. And you got the moon cycle, the moon phases there. Which means a larger soul cycle is completing for all of us with these eclipses. And these are the last eclipses for 2023. And, in the Libra new moon, annular, solar, it's all about the truth that will set you free. Whether that truth is received in a positive way or a negative way, it's a truth that must be told and received for you to heal, for you to release, for you to transform, for you to allow new energy, new beginning, new starts into your life. And that lunar eclipse in Taurus is going to give you the strength to close any doors once and for all, whether that's in a relationship, to your past in general, to a certain experience that you've been struggling with. October is a transformational time, And not only that, your spirit guides, your angels, passed on loved ones, ancestors, giving you signs and synchronicities as the veil thins, speaking to you, coming to you in your dreams, giving you downloads, giving you ideas, giving you inspiration, giving you truths that you need to hear, as well as your own soul letting things bubble to the surface that must come into consciousness at this time for you to make necessary changes or to make a choice about something. And this week is all about going within, being reclusive, being in your own energy, searching your soul rather than your logic to understand. All right, let's get a few more messages. I felt this is just about complete. Boundaries. I only allow caring and respectful people into my inner circle. I maintain this boundary with integrity and kindness. And this goes back into the cloak and dagger and the snake. Some of you need to have stronger boundaries and not even really be an acquaintance or, you know, a distant friend with somebody who just isn't honest, who isn't trustworthy. Emotional wisdom. I listen to my emotions. They show me where I can focus my self-love and heal from hurts. I'm empowered by what they share with me. I am my own self-love warrior. This week, connecting with self, being present for self, listening to self, loving self, healing self, appreciation. It's easy to find wonderful things about me to appreciate. I have so much to be grateful for just because I am me. And lastly, loving energy. As I move throughout this day, I surround myself with loving energy. I consciously place myself within an energy field that supports, protects, and shields me. And so some of you, there is definitely a big revelation that's coming to the surface where you're seeing certain relationships out of balance. Okay? Where you're giving more than you're getting back, or where you feel that a relationship just emotionally, mentally, energetically upsets you more than it brings you happiness and joy. You're seeing all the imbalances in your life, in any situation, any area, any relationship. You're seeing all the sources of unhappiness. But more than that, you're coming into clarity and understanding of any changes that need to be made, and feeling like you're getting a helping hand and a lot of signs, synchronicity, and encouragement from the universe this week. What needs to be let go of? Where do you need to be healed? The truth shall reveal itself. Be prepared for big, big changes. And this is all for the betterment of you. And if you do feel a shift in, you know, certain connections with people, just remember that both Venus and Mars are shifting into new energies this week. And Venus has been in Leo for quite some time, which, you know, makes the energies much more outgoing and playful and fun and flirty, whereas Virgo is more reserved, more conservative, diligent, paying attention to details, what work must be done, what must be tweaked, how can I make this better? So it's a huge shift of vibration going from Leo into Virgo, okay? And then Mars being in Libra, which is, you know, the sign of relationships, is also about wanting connection and closeness and sharing of emotion and feeling. And then moving into Scorpio, it goes to a whole new level. That's really getting in tune with your truth of what you feel about yourself, about a situation, about a person, about a relationship, a truth that you can't deny. Anything that has been, swept under the rug or pushed far down into the shadow will now come to the surface to be addressed. Why? Phoenix rising from the ashes. It's time of great change, new energy, new beginnings, and experience transforming into wisdom. All right, so be prepared for a lot of different fluctuations in energy this week, as well as big truth coming to light for you. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.